Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for IDW's Sonic the Hedgehog issue 29. When we last left our heroes, the Metal Virus saga moved into its final stage, as the three more members of the Deadly Six were beaten. Zor by Silver and Whisper, both of whom survived. I think Zaz is the one that SBO fought. He also survived, with a great moment of him seeing Charmy and Vector in the Emeralds. And then Master Zix was beaten at the cost of losing all three of the Babylon Rogues in a moment. I never, in my wildest dreams, imagined I would feel bad for the Babylon Rogues, but issue 28 did that. Rouge also stole the Chaos Emerald from the Face Ship, causing it to crash outside Angel Island. It did not kill Zavok, though, but it seemed to have broken the thing holding the Chaos Emeralds. So he grew real big, spit some fire at Angel Island, and then, seemingly immune to the Zombots, I think, he picked up some of the Zombots and threw them at Angel Island. That's where we left off last time. Those Zombots, by the way, had a lot of our friends in that fist he threw. Anyway, issue 29, our cover picture here, we have Sonic, Metal Sonic, and Silver fighting the giant Zavok. Also, as we saw last time, I forgot to mention, Sonic giving responsibility for beating Zavok on Silver, as he is the only one who was not there in the previous timeline whenever they failed in the alternate timeline that led to Silver's future. So yeah, anyway, all that being said, let's jump right on in. We have our story so far here. That's basically everything I just said. Our roll call for this month is Sonic, Tails, Amy, Whisper, Silver, Knuckles, Rouge, SBO, Metal Sonic, Eggman, and the Deadly Six. Though at this point, I'm assuming the Deadly Six is just Zavok, because the rest of them are all done. But yeah, that's really, and this, honestly, this right here is every living person in the Sonic universe right now, which is really sad. But yeah, anyway, we open on Angel Island, right where the last issue left off. Also, I didn't notice this at the end of last issue, but Sonic has, a little bit of his face unzombotified, and that's it. He's in a really bad spot. Angel Island. Knuckles tells the group, "Why do you always bring trouble to my island?" And Sonic tries to assure him, "I know this looks bad, Knux. Zavok is charged up on Chaos Emerald energy, he's blasting Angel Island with fireballs, and it looks like he's using his souped-up electromagnetic powers to throw Zombots up here." And Knuckles just stops him. "There's literally nowhere left to run. Yeah, it seems bleak, but I've got a plan. Trust me. You better." And then, oh fuck. Knuckles just, slug Zombot Shadow. "Or I'm so going to haunt you." "Knuckles, don't! We've got to keep them away from the Master Emerald and refugees, so save the day already." Okay. This is not I don't know if this is really a great move, Knuckles. But I guess now that he's done it, he can keep doing it. Now that he's gotten infected, there's nothing stopping him from just going ham on the Zombots, keeping them away from the refugees and the emeralds for as long as possible. So, I mean, it's kind of Knuckles' style. I don't think it's the smartest move, but it's the most Knuckles move. Anyway, so Sonic and Silver run off. "You heard the man. Silver? Right behind you." And Silver follows him, levitating the emeralds behind him. And Sonic turns to Metal Sonic. "Metal, I need you too." And Eggman turns to him. "It's the only way to save me. Activate your defensive measures and do as he says." So Metal Sonic joins the other two, which, is our cover trio. And so the three of them all go to Zavok. And Zavok, who is huge at this point, that each one of the hedgehogs / robot hedgehog aren't even the size of Zavok's eye. And Zavok looks at them. "This is your last show of resistance? This is all you can muster? You may have destroyed my means of creating more Metal Virus, but I still command the Zombots. I will have them infect every inch of the globe. I will see your precious world grow sick and perish." So yeah, we see here he's very, as I mentioned in the previous lead, very clearly picking up the Zombots, and we see the Metal Virus drip off his hand. I'm curious if that means that he is literally immune to the metal virus right now. Which, like, if pure unbridled chaos energy, like, immunizes him from the virus, that might be how we save the Zombots. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, Zavok has just thrown all those Zombots onto Angel Island. Sonic and Metal Sonic kind of have to, like, weave around them, dodging. And Sonic tells Metal, head straight for the Chaos Emerald on his chest. And we see Sonic is still, like, very infected. That little bit of running he did has kind of cleared up part of his face, but he is not in a good spot. He could turn Zombot any minute. And so, but right then, Zavok shoots another fireball. And Silver calls out, no! He shoots it at Sonic and Metal, I think. But Metal, creates this little, like, diamond shield. Ooh, ha-ha! Nice try. Boy, am I glad Tails and I didn't deactivate you when we had the chance. That decision is finally coming up, Sonic. Though, to be fair, if he had deactivated Metal, none of this would have happened in the first place, so I don't know if you should be counting that as a win, Sonic. But anyway, Zavok then comes for the diamond just, like, with his hand. Oh shoot, gotta move. And then we see between the hand and the diamond, this kind of hexagonal thing, like, separates the two. And it seems to be Silver's doing, because Sonic calls out, thanks, but don't risk dropping the gems. And Sonic also, his infection seems to be doing better in this panel. Like, large parts of his face are his normal blue, instead of this kind of light blue that the virus infection is showing. But yeah, we see Silver manipulating these hexagon shield things. Just worry about the last Chaos Emeralds. And Sonic sees it. There it is. Get me in close so I can... And then Zavok just, like, blows on them. Because he's, like, so big, his breath has this huge, like, wind force. And the two of them get sent crashing down onto the ground. Right into Orbot and Cubot. Oh, hey, it's Sonic. That infection doesn't look good. I suggest you start running. Yeah, that's not really working much anymore. So yeah, that was actually something brought up by, I think by Eggman in a previous issue, that it was working less and less. Or it might have been someone else, I'm not sure. But anyway, you misunderstand. I mean run from them. And we see the Zombots are, like, crawling up out of the rubble around him. And Sonic, like, takes that in. If I can get up enough speed, I can just run up to the Emerald. And we see he actually now his, like, full face is clear. He's getting, either there's some inconsistency in the art, or he's fighting back a little bit. Not a lot. Like, we still have not seen anything besides his face unzombotified. Anyway, hang on, guys. Just a little bit more. And now we go back to Angel Island, and we see Tails running away from the Chows. I can't shake him! Knuckles almost fully infected as he's, like, holding Shadow back with, like, sheer force of will. Whisper has to fight Tangle with, like, tears in her eyes, can barely bring herself to shoot her with the Wisp on. Espio barely dodging against Charmy and Vector. Of course, they're both up against their most, like, painful fights. And Eggman is fighting Big! Zombot Big. Like, Zombot, the big story in the annual was heart-wrenching, and it was just destroyed me emotionally. But just the image of, like, Big being the one to fight Eggman is so funny. Get back! And just then, Amy, with her hammer, slams it into Big. There's some throwing your Sonic Heroes feels there. But we see, the hammer does nothing against Zombot Big. That did nothing! And we see this, like, gleam in Eggman's eyes as he shoves Amy into Big! Ah! On the contrary, you slowed him down for me. Get to their shuttle, get out of here, and then he steps on Froggy. Oh boy. No, not like this! And then we cut back to Knuckles, who just throws another punch onto Shadow. The last piece, only his left eye is uninfected at this point. Must protect Island! And Shadow grabs Knuckles' fist. And Knuckles stands up. Fully a Zombot now. Tails has been caught by the Chows. Sonic, please. And Sonic is now, like, you know, you see he's been caught by the Zombots. There are, like, claws in his quills. And just then Metal Sonic comes in to save the day, swoops all the Zombots off of him. And Sonic weakly just tells Metal, up. And the two of them go zooming up Zavok's leg, and Zavok looks down at them. Accept your fate, Sonic. You have lost. And all machines are mine to control. And he uses his ability to make Metal Sonic let go of Sonic, and Metal Sonic, like, falls. But Sonic has just enough power to run up to Zavok's Chaos Emerald and start to pull it out. Silver, now! And he gets the emerald loose and throws it to Silver right as his consciousness is fading. And just then, they get all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and they both go super, which I guess frees Sonic of the metal virus, which kind of is implied by the fact that Zavok seems to be immune to it now. Also, interestingly enough, they have the Warp Topaz between them. And Silver turns to Sonic. Alright, ready to save the world? 1 sec. Let me take care of him first. We see Zavok, without the Chaos Emerald, is very quickly weakening, if this line is anything to go by. With the last of my strength, I will crush you! And the two of them just, like, go to town on Zavok with the superpowers. And Zavok shrinks back to his normal self and is just, like, sent flying. And Silver kind of looks down and, like, chuckles to himself. That seemed a little anticlimactic. We don't have time to be fancy. Especially since the Warp Topaz doesn't look like it's handling all this power too well. And we see these kind of, like, black circles are forming around the Warp Topaz. Not a good look for it. And so Sonic turns to Silver. I'll drive and handle the warp portal. You handle the rest with your psychokinesis. Got it. And it looks like, I think he's, like, spreading his psychokinesis all over the globe to, like, scoop up the metal virus, I guess. Yeah, we see the metal virus is, like, leaving the people, the Zombots that were around Metal Sonic. It's leaving them. It's leaving these two Zombots we see in this bottom right panel. I can't really tell who they are. It frees Tails and the Chows. Ha ha ha! They did it! They did it! And Amy gives this big ol' hug. Amy? Hooray! Tangle all of a sudden wakes up. Why am I back on Angel Island? And we see silhouetted Whisper, like, eyes gleaming, and she just leaps onto Tangle. Oh hey, miss me much? And Chaotix comes back. Team Chaotix, we're detectives, you want on your side. They fucking sing their theme song. I love them so much. They're such good dorks. I love Chaotix. They're angels. Froggy and Eggman are back to normal with, like, Eggman angry and Froggy just, like, casually rivets on top of him. Shadow and Knuckles look at each other. Shadow? Knuckles. And both of them, you come to the Master Emerald, where Rouge is just lounging, and they see Rouge there. Rouge? The world was about to end. I wanted to spend my last moments with the one I love. I love her so much. This whole montage is so fantastic. I love it so much. And we see, I think this is the mayor of Windmill Village and Vanilla. And the mayor looks at her. Are you alright, miss? I will be. Thank you, kind sir. And just then, Vanilla looks back. Mother! And it's Cream and Jamerl. Mother! Cream instructed me to come here in the assumption Sonic would succeed. Did I arrive with acceptable punctuality? The two of them are too busy hugging for them to answer Jamerl. And just kind of, like, pauses and looks away. I will wait. Good for you. And so we then check back in with our Super Hedgehogs, and Silver calls out, it's working! Where are you sending it? And we see the portal is to the sun. He's taken to the fucking sun. I'm dumping it where it won't hurt anyone ever again. And yet the metal virus falls into the sun. I hope that doesn't end badly. Silver, I think, calls out, the warp topaz isn't going to last much longer. Hang on, we're kicking it into supersonic speed. And we see even more of the metal virus continues to flow through the portal to the sun from all around the world. Oh no, hold on. I think that might be this last panel here on page 22. We see like red lines streaking the globe. That might be maybe somehow the two of them traveling the world would like scoop the virus up faster. But maybe it's like it's not just like the sun kind of starting to like the portal working backwards, I mean, right? That wouldn't make any sense, I don't think. So it's probably not that. Anyway, Sonic turns to Silver. How are we doing, Silver? I'm not detecting it anymore. We're done. It's time to get rid of this. And just then the topaz explodes, without them getting rid of it. Tails, Amy, and Knuckles just watch on. And just then, I guess the two of them just like crash onto Angel Island. Amy calls out, Silver! Yet Silver alone. Okay. That's not good. Are you alright? Is it over? What happened? It's over. He pulled away every bit of metal virus and destroyed it. But Dr. Starline was right. The warp topaz couldn't handle all that power. Oh, sorry, I was being really dumb here. I just kind of realized what was going on with the lines I thought were like the sun was, when Silver said supersonic speed, it was instead of waiting for the metal virus to come to them, it was them going to the metal virus. I'm dumb. Anyway, the warp topaz couldn't handle all that power. Sonic tried to ditch it in the super warp portal, but oh no. And we see they just look up at like the kind of aurora looking thing that is formed from the portal, the portal's explosion. Next time, a world without metal virus and Sonic. So yeah, that's the ending of the metal virus saga. Oh boy. Okay, I will say, and the issue calls itself out for doing this, but the end of the fight with Zavok is a little anticlimactic. It goes on for a good while, but like they get the emeralds and then boom, he's dead, or not dead, but beaten. He falls back to the ground. Which like all right, it needs to be done. And there wasn't really a whole lot left to do, and honestly. So, I've been thinking about I was specifically thinking about how this and the Metal Sonic arc both ended with a big battle on Angel Island. And, like, it's not really just copying itself, of course. The setting does not mean, like, just because they reuse the same setting doesn't really mean that, that it's, like, running out of ideas or anything, of course. It's not all what I'm trying to imply. But then, I'm trying to remember how the fight with Master Overlord ended. Because as I recall, that ended with Knuckles ripping out the Master Emeralds, and then he just kind of was done. Without the power of the Master Emeralds, he lost his power source and kind of deformed back into Metal Sonic, but like weakened from the transformation and the de-transformation. I might be mistaking how that fight went, because it's been a year and a half since then. But like, that's also basically what happened to Zavok. He lost his Chaos Emeralds, and then Super Sonic and Super Silver quickly just, like, snapped him into death. He, shrunk down and he fell, whatever. So I'm hoping for something different for the next arc. I don't know what it'll be. I'm gonna let the writers take us on that, but, I'm hoping that the next arc doesn't kind of follow that same format that we saw, with the past couple arcs. But anyway, that's not to be a detraction to the issue. The issue is still really good, especially in the smaller character moments. Again, the Zavok fight kind of was just there because he needed to be beaten. But like, I especially love, as I said earlier, the montage at the end as everyone like gets to see their friends unzombified at long last. Let me see if I can find the page. Like some of the less emotional ones, like Tails and the Chow, there's not really a big connection there. Amy and Big haven't really had any scenes in the current series, though again, playing through Heroes, they have Heroes and oh no, I was thinking of Adventure 1, but that was Gamma. Not Big. That's dumb. But like I love the Tangle and Whisper scene here of like, it's the same. What I do love about it, is that the silhouette, the gleaming eyes silhouette of Whisper is very similar to what they do when Eggman is about to push Amy into Big, except here is just like full of love and Whisper's social awkwardness, and God, I love Tangle and Whisper so much. Give them an ongoing series, please. These two deserve their full series. I love them so much. Chaotix singing their fucking theme song. What kings we stan. We stan Chaotix. Give them their own spin-off series too. And Rouge hanging out on the Master Emerald. What a queen! Give her a spin. While we're on the topic of giving people spin-off series, give her one too. She deserves the world. But then we then get Sonic seemingly giving his life to get rid of the Warp Topaz. It is very obvious though Sonic will not stay dead. Of course, this is not Sonic. The series is called Sonic the Hedgehog. It's not called The World of Sonic After His Death. So I don't think Sonic's gonna die. Sonic is 100% not going to stay dead. I do hope we get multiple issues without Sonic. Sonic sacrifices life to save the world. Sure, he's not going to stay dead because this is the Sonic comic. But give us some time to actually have to deal with that. Deal with a world without Sonic. Deal with a world with an active Eggman without Sonic. I don't know how long I want that to be. Maybe just like 2 or 3 issues. But at least 2 or 3 issues. I'm not saying go like a year or 2 without having Sonic in it. But give us a couple of issues so the world can deal with the fact that Sonic is dead before Sonic comes back to life somehow. Or we find out that Sonic is on some other planet, or buried under the earth, or whatever ends up happening to him. The way he's going to come back is almost certainly he was warped somewhere. And we don't know where, of course, but I'm guessing space. I don't know why, but I'm guessing space. But yeah, that's it for the Metal Virus Saga. I just want to say I love this final shot of Amy, Silver, and Knuckles looking out at the explosion. It's a really cool shot. If the panels were structured a little differently, that would be my thumbnail. But yeah, at long last, after 2 years now, almost, thanks in part to the pandemic, but 2 years, the Metal Virus Saga is at an end. And honestly, despite my not being the biggest fan of the end of the Zavok fight, it was a damn good ending. So, yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!